All right, welcome back to the Terrible Picks FPL podcast. Um, back with everyone. Omar, how you feeling?
Feeling good after game week 5. A little disappointed after the Arsenal Man City shenanigans, but we could talk about that in a bit. How you
Yeah,
doing,
Kevin.
Kevin?
Real good, Chelsea winning, keeping clean sheets. You can't complain.
What were you say? Things aren't looking too good
No,
on your
not too
side.
good, boy. Not too good.
Yeah, looking a little dark over there.
Yeah. Made a couple gambles this week. Then none of them paid off, and
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't win. But that's life.
Yeah, I mean, you all want to start with Man City, Arsenal, like just going over that big game, or what's the
Yeah,
thing?
sure, again.
Yeah, we
How you
could
feeling about
yeah.
the game, Georgie?
We go backward.
Yeah, so Arsenal versus Man City. First half looked like Arsenal was at it from the beginning, but then the game started to just kind of like get into like everybody was just excited, so men was just running into each other, like foolish tackles, just like a derby, just like a derby game, bro. So that's kind of what you expected, you know.
Yeah, it started from the beginning. Is how which run into him.
Yeah, you just run into the man.
And then Haaland in the second.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And then
How
the
you
game
telling
kind
men
of
to be humble after you celebrating a draw away at home?
yeah, and then the game kind of
That's
got
crazy.
weird when Rodri got injured. Like things just kind of felt like on edge. He came off, Kovacic came on, and then things just kind of went crazy. I don't really understand what happened with Trossard, bro. Like honestly, I didn't think the ref should have put him off, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. The refs, when Arsenal playing, they on top of it, bro. They on top of every
it's like-
card.
Like they watch
So,
with
I don't know.
binoculars.
Kind of crazy, but
I mean,
yeah,
I think the ref had a bad game. Just even Arsenal's first goal, him calling the two captains over, and then Glenn Arsenal take the quick free kick. That was a little sus. Then the red card, but I mean, yeah, they say who ref the game again? What's his name?
Oh,
I forget his
Michael
name. Bro.
Oliver.
yeah.
It's Oliver, yeah.
Yeah, so they say he is always in City's favor. So I mean, you could go back and forth with that.
Yeah,
But,
I don't want to get too much into the conspiracies, but
Yeah.
yeah, he did ref in Saudi Arabia and was paid by the owners of Man City, but I don't know. But yeah, no, and it kind of like that kind of overshadowed like Calafiori's goal, like worldy.
Yeah, I mean that was a real good goal.
Yeah.
And then I mean, from an FPL standpoint, like I know Ben White seemed to have a knock, so that's the main reason why he played.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, and then Gabriel on headers. I mean, on corners with Saka.
I think Arsenal on set pieces. Just again the dark arts. Just Ben White standing in front of the keeper, not allowing the keeper to come off his line to collect the ball. I mean, it's very tactical.
You
But
just a keeper, y'all. So you feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
But
It's like they hanging it up there, and I mean, Gabriel's the main target on all of our corners. So you would think they would know to put an actual player that could defend it, but they had Doku on him first. He get through and almost scored, and then Walker was on him and just let him go.
Walker said, "I'm not pushing him on," and then left him. He left him.
Like if managers in the league don't like stop this, they basically have a free goal every game because it's kind of ridiculous. As long as Saka could put that ball up there and hang it up with pace, is a free goal for Gabriel. So I think some teams need to figure that out. But for now, he's like the number one defender if you want in FPL. If you need a player in defense with attack and return, is Gabriel.
Yeah, no doubts about that. What about the defensive masterclass from Arsenal in the second half until that last second lapsed?
It's a masterclass until it wasn't because they let that last goal in.
Yeah.
If it was a masterclass, I would have seen it through.
I mean,
That's my
it's-
opinion. They did
well,
it pretty
Sure.
well, though.
Yeah,
It was 10 men, and when you're playing with 10 men and you're just getting
against
attacked all
City.
game
Against City.
against
Manchester
50, and it's in
City.
97 minute, like you don't have any legs. It's
Right.
probably hard for you to breathe. Like
Concentration going.
concentration is difficult. So
Yeah.
I don't really like it. They did it for so long, and I was like, whatever. Yeah, they conceded. I can't really be too hard on them, bro, because like Gabriel and them was gassed after the
Yeah.
game. They was gassed. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, Arsenal defense, best defense in the league.
Yeah.
I personally think you need to have at least two defenders on that team, on your fantasy team, and yeah. In terms of City, what do y'all think in terms of moving forward? No Rodri. What do y'all thinking? He's out for the rest of the season, right? So
Yeah.
what do you think about the defense moving forward, the attack moving forward?
The tricky thing about City is that they're resting a lot of their players now. John Stones hasn't started a Premier League game yet. Kyle Walker only just coming back into the team. They have a lot of squad depth, so as they get into the season, you're gonna start seeing those players come back in. And the thing about it, they have experience. They know how to win, and just that longevity of knowing how, I think, is what always gets them through.
Yeah, but are they picks though? Like,
Oh yeah, from a fantasy perspective, it's hard, but it's
Yeah,
hard.
it will be
You have,
difficult.
you have Haaland. If you want to go with Edison and goal, you have Edison. You could go with Guardiola, but he's not even looking to attack in this season. You could go with Rico Lewis, but then rotation risk there. Phil Foden, he's been a baller in FPL, but he hasn't been playing. So maybe when Foden comes back, he'd be a shout for fantasy. But right now it's just Haaland, man.
Yeah, I think Haaland is the only Haaland or Edison, but I mean, City have a good run of fixtures coming up, but it would be very difficult to pick one person, maybe Bernardo Silva, but
Yeah,
I mean, they've been conceding goals, right? Like they have not been keeping
There are no clean sheets.
They have no clean sheets. Like I'm pretty sure they've conceded 5 goals this year so far.
And the Arsenal game was the first game this season where they scored first.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I mean, yeah, they have a good set of fixtures coming up, but they could just continue to concede. Like they conceded against
and I
Brentford.
think those smaller teams as well. I mean, they got a clean sheet against us in the first game, but beyond that, they have conceded. So
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, so I mean we could start looking at like team stats. Actually you want to check the FDR first?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at the fixture difficulty. We could even give a review of players who've been doing well this season.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know where I put the FDR. But
while Jason picked up, and any other games from this weekend you really enjoy? Or?
Enjoyed.
Chelsea winning 3-0, of course.
I mean, we can talk about Chelsea, I mean,
Yeah,
we can talk about Chelsea.
Fantasy perspective or team?
Fantasy
from a
perspective,
fantasy
regular perspective. Yeah, they're looking good. I mean, they winning
When you
games.
consider bringing any Chelsea men in, I mean, Jackson scoring 2.
Last week I say Jackson and your man tell me no. But
Nobody said no. Nobody said no. We looked at the stats and we said
there's a bunch of doubts.
It was an interesting pick.
Yeah,
but I think if I do a wild card, Palmer might be a shout. He hasn't been as prominent in some games, but he's still getting results, man.
Yeah, he's a targeted man this season for sure.
So okay, I think we should think of it from perspective. What have we learned about Chelsea, and what can we use going forward to decide if we could just get their players? From my perspective, we learned that they have 6 players for those 3 positions, and any of those 6 players could start. Right?
At any time.
They're all the same level player, except Palmer is probably 1 level above everybody. but they all are very good players. They're all at the same type of level. And at any point in time, Maresca could start them because they're all good, right? So my issue with that is that you would see Palmer coming off at 60 minutes. You're gonna see Madueke sometimes not start. So, like, how do you? It's gonna be a roulette, right? Am I thinking about this correctly?
What I'm thinking, Palmer will start for sure because he's not registered for Conference League, so he's gonna get minutes in the Prem. That's guaranteed.
Right.
That's heights.
The left wing, I can't see Mudryk starting in front of Sancho. I could see Neto starting in front of Madueke. So that's my opinion. Up front, it could go either Nkunku or Jackson.
But I mean, Jackson right now he's scoring, so he probably have it locked in for right
Yeah.
now.
Nkunku's got a hat trick today, you know.
Oh, he
I think
did?
back to kind of Jason point still, there's like Palmer not guaranteed to get the 90 minutes or the 80 minutes that he
He's
might
10
have
now.
gotten
What is he?
last
10-6?
season. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think just given the run of pictures that Chelsea has with Conference League starting, it's just something to consider because Felix will be starting in that competition in the number 10.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I just think it's the expected minutes is I don't have any confidence that the players again are gonna have the enough minutes to like they'll score in the first half. They've been scoring in the first half. So you could take the risk, but I think Chelsea assets are a risk except for the defense. Defense have been they've been holding up. So I would say if you're going with the defense, probably who will be Spence, you would go. Who would you go with?
The one player who has played every minute is Colwell.
Yeah, Levi. That's what I was thinking.
So I mean,
4-5.
Gusto come off an injury. He played 45 minutes today in the EFL Cup, but he will take a little while before he comes back. Cucurella, I mean, he has been kind of playing a bit attacking, but I mean, he hasn't gotten an assist or anything as yet. But I mean, yeah, I guess time will tell if those clean sheets continue, but I hope it does.
Yeah, and I mean, they don't have that great of a fixtures coming up, to be honest. Brighton is not a blue fixture. This is not a good fixture. Nottingham Forest is not an easy fixture.
Yeah,
Is this
not
home
this
or away?
season.
Like
I think we have those next two games are home.
Okay, so yeah, these two are not easy fixtures. Liverpool is not an easy fixture.
Nope.
And then Newcastle attacking defensively, they're not that good, but who knows? They could figure it out by game week 9. So we don't really know.
I mean, Chelsea run of fixtures is a bit tough coming up.
They're definitely not good defensive fixtures to bring in a defender, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I probably moving forward. Yeah, you could get Jackson, and he probably score in these games, but he's not a priority for me. Moving forward. So yeah, I'm on Wildcard, and so I'm looking at obviously Arsenal players.
Yeah.
For game week 6 onward, and I'm looking at Man City players on game week 6 onward because they have the best fixtures. Look at these fixtures for Man City.
Yeah, for sure.
Haaland could score 9 goals in these games, so it's kind of crazy, but yeah, again, with City, you're playing Pep Roulette. I do want to get an attacker from City, but for me, it's I like Savio, and I think he might start. He's been playing the hard games, and I personally think he's been their second best player. So I kind of lean in towards trying to get him into my team, but also the way that Liverpool looking right now, and the way that Diaz looking, I'm looking at trying to get Diaz into my game. We should talk a little bit about Liverpool right now because Bournemouth was looking good for the start of the season, and they just put them away so quickly. So yeah,
Liverpool is looking really good. Diaz has, how much goals he has so far already?
I think like 4 or
You know,
5. 4,
yeah,
3.
he has been scoring.
Yeah. So
Um,
what have we learned about Liverpool moving like from these past 5 game weeks? Like, Omar, say, what do y'all think?
Salah's not. I mean, he's getting older.
Yeah, you know,
Not
you don't think you're gonna go forward with Salah?
No, he definitely staying in my team. As soon as I saw a player like that, he starts scoring. But he's not as prolific as I would hope. Like I was
Yeah,
expecting
I
a
kind of
hat trick
agree.
against Bournemouth.
I kind of agree. He seems to be playing more of a like playmaker style right now. Like he's passing the ball more. He's getting assists. It seems as though Diaz is coming in more into the middle and like coming in as a like false nine. And then I don't know. The Jota thing. Jota didn't start, so Darwin comes into the light. I thought Darwin was not gonna get any gameplay, but it looks like it. So, what do y'all think, Omar?
Yeah, that I think is it's hard to doubt Salah in fantasy Premier League, but for the price, it becomes a little challenging to see where if you're gonna keep him or if you're gonna have that trade off to get maybe two cheaper but higher quality. Well, not higher quality, but like different quality kind of players. But they're looking good. Diaz, sad I didn't have him in my team. But I'm not sure about their defense though. Of course, is they have Trent, and then
how much goals they
Robert.
have conceded though? Haven't they only conceded like 1 or 2 goals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just
for
one
the
goal.
price of the defenders, man.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the retainers yet. Like on Trent,
I mean,
yes.
Konate is 5
I was
5-1,
about to say
5.1. So
Konate.
he might be a pick.
Yeah,
I was looking at Konate.
Nah.
I feel like that's a bit
Don't lie to
reactionary
yourself.
though.
No way, that's not a pick.
Yeah,
How's that not a pick?
Man make one long ball and get an assist on everybody wants him now.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
That's what I see.
Wait, Konate got an assist? I don't.
Yeah, he assists last game.
but you're getting clean sheets. I mean, who you have in your defense right now? How much goals
Yeah,
they
I don't get
concede?
clean sheets.
Yeah, that's good talk. That's good talk.
So it's something to consider. Okay, I show whoever in your defense costing. I'll
Look
probably
at this. One conceded, bro. That Liverpool
yeah.
defense is.
Come on.
I mean, provided they didn't play the opposition hasn't been that great. They haven't played like.
But I mean, at least their next 2 fixtures, I don't think they're going to concede. Wolves and Crystal Palace.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Wolves, Crystal Palace, then they played Chelsea, Arsenal.
So for the next 2, yeah, I would.
I mean, Wolves games have been open, and they've been scoring.
Yeah,
so,
but I think just the organization of Liverpool. I mean, that's one thing. They are very organized. There were concerns of them not having a defensive midfielder, but this Dutch guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he has been so good.
Garvin Butch.
Yeah, but he has been so good this season.
Yeah, he's been solid for them. That is true.
So they're very organized. So
Yeah, so I mean, Diaz.
Midfield.
Sorry.
No, I wouldn't go midfielders outside of Salah or Diaz.
Yeah. From FPL, he's not a pick. He's just not a pick. I did think Szoboszlai would have been a pick, but he hasn't. He just hasn't scored yet. So
yeah, not enough.
He don't look good, but
no, he doesn't look good.
Like every Liverpool game I see this year, he's look alright. Then he'll get a pass from edge of the box and try to strike it and kick it out the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much going on in his head.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'5". I don't really expect
Liverpool
too much.
is either the defenders or the attackers. I mean, their midfielders are kind of free flowing. Transitional players.
So where do you want to go next?
So this list that you have up here, there's the best points return so far.
This is the totals. So right now Haaland 63.
Mbomo is a shout.
Yeah, so Brentford have really good fixtures coming up. So they have West Ham, Wolves, Man United, Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth, Everton.
Yeah, boy.
So if you don't have Mbumo on your team, I can't take you seriously. And that's just how I think, because he's gonna score in probably in every game, bro. Because they have
Especially
the
with
thing about
Whistler going.
Brentford is they don't really have an outlet to score other than Mbumo. So if they
Whistler is
score in
injured, right?
games, yeah,
Yeah,
Whistler's
Whistler
injured.
injured.
If they score on goals, it's gonna be him. I know Carvalho is gonna start now because Whistler's not there, so he's gonna probably be more creative, and I think he should be an option. I think he's 4.8. So if you can't get Mbumo, at least try to get some type of either defender from Brentford or a midfielder. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely a good run of fixtures. Something to consider.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah,
at
on my
Nathan Collins.
wildcard, I definitely have 2 or 3 Brentford players.
Was
Say, didn't you have
Flecken?
Flecken?
Yeah, so I Flecken.
Okay, so you're gonna keep him, or you think you're selling him?
Yeah, I was gonna get rid of him because of the wild card, but then the fixtures coming up with 2.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm probably gonna go Flecken.
Yeah, Raya too expensive right now too. So.
Yeah,
Nice.
for me. You know,
Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
for me, it's like I at least for my team, I could have gone Raya, but I'm thinking of going Timber. I think Timber's kind of locked into the team right now. I don't see Arteta taking him off any time in the near future unless he's injured. Like, he seems like he's locked into that back 4, and either on the left side or the right side, he potentially be starting. This is just like a gut feeling, because I know a lot of people not thinking about Timber, but he is a pick, in my opinion, if he's nailed, because he's 5'5", and getting up at Arsenal defender at 5'5", and being able to get that, and then it'll just give you more. I'll just point for that extra 0.5 could go a long way for my wild card. So I am definitely thinking of going Timber, and then going without and not going with Raya, and going with Gabriel and Timber in my back 3. Thoughts?
Yeah, I was looking at Timber as well. Usually I go Ben White, but he looks a little more like less overlaps and underlaps this year. He's more settled in the back line. So I think Timber is definitely the best shout other than Gabriel. Because Saliba is what, 6'2", 6'3", something like that now?
Saliba is 6.0, and I think Gabriel will probably be 6'2" before game week 6. He'll probably rise twice.
Yeah, Gabriel 6'1", right?
Yeah, so he'll probably rise again one more time.
What do y'all think about Tottenham?
Shit.
They have I was waiting for it, but I mean, they have a nice run of fixtures, I would say.
Yeah.
Solanke's definitely a decent shout. Son, if he's a bit too expensive for my If he was started off the season hotter, then for sure.
What about Madison? How much is Madison?
Nah, Madison been out of it this season, but you gotta go Brennan Johnson.
He scored last game, though, no?
Yeah, that ain't saying nothing, you know, man.
So Tottenham are what? They're 5th for goals scored, so they're attacking. I don't know. Yeah, I would try to go with one of their attacking players. Honestly, they're not bad.
You picking one of their attacking players for your wild card?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I am.
All right, boss. I know which one that is.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. The one that failed me in the beginning. The reason I'm behind is because of him. But
so, Mario, are you wild carding too?
Right now, nah. But I said I'll keep the team for at least one more game week. That might change. That might change. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I went Solanke. I just think that his expected minutes is gonna probably be 80 something. He's the talisman for that team. He's probably gonna be on pens. I just think that they are very attacking, and for 7.5, I think he's just a great pick. I thought so at the beginning of the season, and I still think so. He just got injured. I just got unlucky with my team, to be honest. But I'm going back there, and hopefully he hold it down, because if he doesn't, I'll never pick him ever again. I don't play these games with these fantasy players, you know. If they fail me twice in a row,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going
Tough one,
Solanke for my wildcard.
So who, given the next set of games coming up, who you all thinking are captain?
Haaland.
You playing it safe with Haaland?
I mean, if you want to call it playing it safe, Newcastle away. Newcastle look terrible. Fulham.
But how much
We
goals have
scored.
Newcastle conceded? Not just 4. I mean, I know Haaland is Haaland, but
How much did they concede? They have conceded 6 goals.
6. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could double
'Cause
that
I mean-
tally next game.
Aston Villa is playing Ipswich, huh?
That's true.
Yep. They are.
That's something
And
to
and
consider.
Ipswich have conceded 8, and Aston Villa has conceded 7. So
Yeah. But I mean, I just saying Watkins might score a good bit. Maybe
I agree. I agree. Watkins is a very good pick for that game. The only issue I have with Watkins is that his expected minutes might not be as high as Haaland's. With Duran, Duran hasn't started
think-
yet.
right. So I think what Aston Villa has been doing, if they aren't winning, they would keep Watkins on the field and bring on Duran. But if they are winning, they take off Watkins for Duran. So they
Right.
always take off one of the other attackers. So
Right.
have 2 strikers on at the same time.
So you think that if they're up against Ipswich, he'll probably come off, and they
Yeah,
most likely will be
yeah.
up against Ipswich. So
Well, you never
his
know.
expected, his expected minutes would probably be lower than. This is all statistical fantasy shit. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
anything could happen. I just saying, like, I would probably go Haaland just because Newcastle have been conceding goals.
Right.
And Haaland has scored 10 goals this season.
Yeah.
So I mean,
me captaining Haaland against Arsenal worked out for me. So
yeah, and then you you wanted to go Salah, I forgot. Isn't that the
yeah.
So
Worked
that's
out.
part of it, bro. That's part of the game, man, to be honest. Sometimes you get unlucky and you end up getting with a brace with somebody. So
All right.
but yeah, Haaland, the great pick. I think I probably will captain him for that game. Or if I bring in Saka, I might go Saka.
Who's Arsenal
against
playing again?
playing Leicester, and Leicester have conceded 8 goals.
Right.
Wolves, though, have conceded 14 goals. And guess who they're playing? They're playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, honestly, this week is a difficult week for captaincy.
Yeah. I agree.
If you want to try to get ahead of the curve, go Salah. If you want to stay and you think you want to stay with the meta, go Haaland. If you want to be outside of the regular shit, go Saka. That's how I feel about it. But
How many goals has Haaland scored against Newcastle? I know it don't matter. When Haaland wants to score, he will score.
yeah,
But that is
I
just
actually
something to
don't know.
consider because Newcastle has some big defenders. Dan Burn. I mean, Haaland is still Haaland, but
they've been conceding for fun though. I like the way they've been playing out the back. I would just not feel comfortable not captaining Haaland. But then again, Wolves just lost their best defender, Mascara, I think his name is. The new guy from Colombia, I think.
He got injured.
He's out. And that means that Dawson will be playing. And Dawson is very bad.
Yeah.
So whoever, I just think that if you count, it's like Salah's a great pick for next week captain. Like regardless, they have conceded 14 goals. Like they definitely have the worst defense in the league. So is up to you, honestly. I mean, they also had really bad fixtures. I think they played Arsenal. They played
Chelsea.
They played Chelsea.
Yeah.
They played some tough games, but they conceded real bad in all those games. So I don't know. It's a tough week for captaincy. I don't have Salah on my wildcard, so that's not an option for me. But Diaz is kind of an option for captaincy. But his expected minutes again might be an issue. But yeah, what do y'all think?
Yeah, it would be a big Salah is a shout for sure. I mean, I've seen Wolves. I mean, they're just so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah. They're bad defensively, but the attacking, they're competent. They're very good attacking team. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too worried, but like how bad they are. Like they could score against Liverpool, and I wouldn't be surprised. So but yeah, I don't know. Up to you guys. But who else do we want to look at? So we talked about Arsenal, we talked about Liverpool, we talked about Man City, Spurs.
So let's talk about if you had to bring in one player for each position, what player is bringing in?
This week?
Just if you're wild card and you had one star player to bring in, who would that player be?
It would, for me personally, it would be Diaz.
Okay.
I mean 7.9. He seems nailed. His expected minutes are kind of low because of Gakpo.
So Diaz
but-
over Mbeumo?
Nah, but
Nah,
I'd say
it's
Mbeumo
Mbeumo.
over Diaz.
It's probably Mbeumo.
He's more influential in Brentford's attack. More
Yeah.
like if Liverpool gonna score, you kind of don't know who they're gonna be. But if Brentford score, you look it's gonna be Mbeumo.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably Mbeumo. You're right.
And if he don't score,
Um,
he probably getting the assist.
Yep. Mbeumo. I think there's Mbeumo, Saka.
Or if you have the funds, I would bring in Ollie Watkins. That was a very
Yeah, Watkins is also a good pick.
So if you were to bring in a defender,
This week, Gabriel, 100%.
Yeah,
There's no other option.
Yeah, there are nobody else.
I mean,
if you can't
Trent's
afford him-
against that team will probably
True.
go crazy.
yeah.
7-0.
Nah, but
Yeah.
Arsenal defense, Gabriel attacking ability, it's a nice
Yeah.
combination.
Set piece coach.
Yep. It's Gabriel, he's just so good in the air, bro. And Saka's like his corners have been elite
Yeah.
this season, so
They have that on lock.
they have that on lock.
Saka
Like
says
that Gabriel
goal.
to Saka. Like if you have both of them in your team, bro, that's just like green. You know, in Ultimate Team you get that green link. Ultimate green link you get there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. Defensively, I'll bring in Gabriel.
What about Manchester United? We didn't really look at their upcoming fixtures.
Yeah. So what have we learned about Manchester United from those first 5 games?
Bruno's not very attacking this year. Rashford's not nailed on. Ahmad is probably the brightest light they have in attack.
Garnacho too.
Garnacho when he plays always just gonna make something happen.
Honestly, United been better than I expected them to be this start to the season. In all honesty, but fantasy wise, Ahmad is a shout. Maybe Dalot if
I see a lot of men with Dalot and Martial.
yeah, and he's been picking up some points, but outside of that, not too sure. Bruno not looking like he converting as many attacking opportunities as he did in past seasons, and the price just kind of tough. Rashford, as we said, not starting. Garnacho not seem like he now in the team more fixed, but still not sure there. Even with Ahmad, not sure there, but he just real cheap in our fantasy, so he's been a decent shout so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree with the whole Bruno thing. I mean, he's been attacking, he just not scoring.
Exactly.
He's been very attacking.
You expect Bruno to have like 8 shots a game, 4 chances created, 100 long balls. Like the man just not doing what he used to do. Like COVID Bruno.
Yeah, I mean, we can look at his list. I mean, it's in terms of expected goals. He's up there, bro. He's top 7. He's the 7th best.
Yeah, but how expensive is he, dog?
He's 8.3 actually. He's not that expensive.
8.3 for someone that hasn't been putting away them points, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Right,
he should be putting away.
5-5.
Yeah, and then you have some menu. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Semenyu's a good one.
He's a great one. But
I mean,
Isaiah as
they
well.
had a
Isaiah and Bruno are the expected goals children. Like they just not like scoring the goals. But they have these statistics that show that they should when you look at his expected assist too, he's there too. So his XGI probably super high. But if he starts playing our way, he's gonna be like top 5 pick.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh
It's
wow,
just
look at this.
United just have to make that switch, right? James Madison,
Top
we
for XGI,
what you doing there, boy?
2.86. That is crazy. I didn't even know that. He had the highest expected assists for the season, and McNeil too. Wow.
Interesting.
Yet he only has 2.
Yeah.
Yes, too. I mean, two goals, one goal, 2 assists. Not too
how
bad for
Palmer
first
not
five.
on this list?
Palmer hasn't been that good.
Wait.
He
Compared
scores
to
No,
last
high.
but I
year,
mean, he still has the
filter
most
him out,
assists
though.
for the season, though. He has the most assists for the season, so
Yeah, because
he got 3 in one game. I know.
no, and in terms of like the positionings that he getting the goals in is
Right.
like low XGI, so he's not gonna show up in XA because the low XA, like I guess that means that like he's just very good, like he's just crossing any ball and man just scoring. Like your team good, bro. So you're gonna overachieve when it comes to XG. Like I'm pretty sure Jackson probably overachieving a bunch in XG. I don't know how to find. Let me see if I can find Jackson here. Is he not even anywhere close in XG, bro? That's crazy.
Madueke and Palmer.
Oh, then I'm looking at midfielders. Hold on. Yeah, still. Where is he?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why Palmer's XA is not that high because Jackson's like overachieving his XG right now. Like it's like crazy. That's wild. Where is he?
Crazy, not on it was.
But yeah,
Chris Wood though.
Yeah, Chris Wood has been. It's been
Chris
no
Wood.
one expects him to be performing as well as he's been performing.
I mean, he's been getting the positions though.
He's on penalties as well.
He's on penalties, but there haven't been that many penalties this year. Huh? Like, I think there's only been 7 penalties.
Two red cards are kicking the wall away though.
Yeah, that's crazy. And also that penalty that Chris Wood got, like I don't know if that should have been a penalty. It looked like he kind of was going for the ball, and it looked like Hudson Odoi just like went in front of his leg and fell.
Yeah.
I don't even think that should have been a penalty, to be honest. But yeah, I will be talking about. You were talking about United, and Bruno is not a pick because he's just not scoring. And then Garnacho. What do y'all think about Garnacho?
He's just not nailed on to start.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's guaranteed a full 90.
Between him and Rashford.
Yeah, because whenever he come on, he's just so direct, bro. He's the most direct person, maybe even most direct person in the Premier League, bro. You just run at man.
Yeah.
He's built a kind of
Doku is running man too.
Yeah.
And pass backward.
All right. So Rogers finally got his points for the season.
Yeah.
So do I have him on my team? I don't think I have Rogers on my wild card. I think I went to menu over Rogers.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair for the wild card. Give you a little extra boost for some other players.
Yeah.
What about Jadon Sancho? Is that somebody you could see bringing in eventually?
Not nailed on yet.
Bro, we talked about Chelsea. We don't know what's going on with them. Any of those players could start any time of the week.
I still think I told you it's on the left side. Sancho is going to start.
You think he's going to start every game?
It hasn't been like that every game.
So Neto is still an option on the left, right?
Yeah, but I see him more as a right winger. Sancho is a better left winger.
Okay. I mean, he might be an option, but I don't know yet.
That has been proven in the 2 games that Sancho has played.
again, he might be an option. I just
But
don't know.
it's just like he has gotten 2 assists. I mean, barely, but when I say barely, I mean the goal scorers created those goals, but I mean it still counts as points.
Agreed. But would you rather bring in? How much does he cost right now? Do you know?
It might be 6.5 actually.
If he's 6.5, would you rather bring him in than who else is 6.5? Would you
He's
rather bring
6.3.
Sancho in over Semenyo?
6.3.
Can have them both.
Or would you rather have him? Would you rather have Sancho in over Savio?
Not Savio.
Good point. Good point.
Savio had Haaland,
even-
he crossed into.
Yeah. Even Hudson Odoi. Would you rather have Sancho over Hudson Odoi?
Yeah.
Hudson Odoi isn't guaranteed to start, eh? I mean, I know the last couple of games. I mean, I don't know if he got an assist for that penalty, but
Sure.
he hasn't been starting all the time. But I mean, this Gibbs White got a red card. He might start next game.
Would you
That
prefer
was
him
a
over
real
Emil,
shit red card.
Emil Smith-Rowe?
Good point. Smith-Rowe has
Yeah.
been
It's
a good pick.
difficult. There's a lot of good players in that 5.5 to 6.5 range, and
Yeah.
you kind of have to go with the guys that are nailed. And Emil is more nailed than anything. And the way
Yeah.
Emil's been playing recently is he just in the box. He going in the
Yeah.
box and he not even looking to pass. He just shooting. Like once he get in the box, because he's either he not getting no assist because he passing the ball to run into the box to get the goal.
Yeah.
So he go get
the return.
lots of hockey assists. But in terms of like an assist something, that's not what he on. He just trying to get in that box and score. So Emil is also a good pick if you want like a player
Yeah, for
below
sure.
like 6.5. But yeah, that's how I feel about Smith Rowe. I don't have him in my team, but it is what it is. What about Brighton? Are y'all going with Pedro or no Pedro?
Not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah, Danny Welbeck keeping him off this side. I get off that right now, dude.
Welbeck, that free
Well,
kick. Welbeck
yeah,
is a pick, bro. He's scoring.
Yeah, well, Beck is definitely a pick. He has been scoring
Yeah,
from
so
game week 1.
keep him in your thoughts because yeah, he's good.
How about your boy Calvert-Lewin, man?
Calvert-Lewin, he's a good pick going forward. He has Crystal Palace,
I am so
Newcastle,
thinking with that.
He fixed it, but
Ipswich,
like, you
Fulham,
watch Everton play, though?
Southampton. I did not watch the game. So I don't even know what happened.
Like, he's just there for a long ball and flick it on. That's all he's do, though.
And that's what he's great at. So he will score.
Yeah, but you need him
I
to
don't get your
score. You
point.
need him to score.
He will score. He will score. Watch. Bro, we're
Maybe
talking
one
about
or
an
two.
asset that's 6.0, bro. Like, what do you expect from him?
Chris Wood is also 6.0, though.
Yeah, and I think it goes Chris Wood, Pedro, Calvert-Lewin, who else is in our range? Muniz, and then I don't know whoever else.
Muniz, boy, Muniz.
Yeah,
nah,
that's a crazy
Muniz
shot.
not even starting, though.
Yeah, that's why he's at the, that's why he's
Some
at the
killer
bottom of the
named Raul.
list.
Nah, them man that'll be on top of
Yeah,
Muniz,
actually,
boy.
Evan Nilsson from Bournemouth is probably above him by a far amount. I'll probably have him above. They don't have good fixtures after Leicester though, so I think in terms of these next like 6 fixtures, I would prefer to have him over Evan Nilsson. But yeah, no, I agree. Pedro is probably a better option in these games. I have Wood on my wildcard team because he's on pens, so I just want him just in case they're gonna get another pen. But yeah, and then West Ham, bro, like they're so bad.
So
Oh
bad.
my God.
So bad.
Yeah, it's
Kudus was
crazy.
the
What
first
was
player
that?
I got rid of. So
What
bad.
was that this week? Like Jesus Christ, they just rolled over.
It was so bad.
So yeah,
that's good, bro. Come on.
I mean, yeah, y'all were good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Jackson was good. He just like, bro, you see that first goal?
Yeah. They didn't
That's-
wake up yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They just bad, bro. Like I was gonna say yeah, Chelsea was good, but then I just remember that first goal. And I was like that made me feel sick. That made me feel like some kind of like FIFA. You know how you just get them kind of goals in FIFA, bro. Just running
They
pace.
thought Jackson was gonna miss.
I mean, it was a good finish. He finished it, but
Yeah.
West Ham. Wow, they playing Brentford next. I could see them putting up a little fight because they think they could beat them. I don't know, but. They are the bottom for me, bro. They're just so bad, but they have good players. Like
They at the bottom, nah. Yeah, Everton, yeah, Southampton,
Yeah,
yeah,
Wolves.
Ipswich.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But they have
They
conceded the same amount of goals as Southampton, so they
Fair.
are bad.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Brentford have conceded a lot of goals too. So who did they play? They had a lot of tough fixtures.
Yeah, the
But
Brentford
West Ham,
score.
bro, I don't know. They kind of I can't trust them.
Yeah, there are higher hopes for them coming into the season.
Yeah, they did so well last year.
All right, I'm gonna share my wildcard team so y'all could copy it when you're ready, and then we can wrap up.
Insights on the boss saying, right? The man do no kind of algorithm to understand which players to put in and thing, you know.
Yep. All right, so this is the team.
All right, so you're flecking
Strong
in goal.
defense.
What's that?
Let me zoom out.
Very strong defense.
Nah, zoom back in.
Wait, you can't see? Oh shit!
You can
I want to show
barely
you
see that, dog.
I want to show the
bench too.
bench. Yeah.
All right,
All
so
right.
you have Flecken. Yeah, in defense you have Trent, Gabriel, and Timber. Midfield you have Mbumo, Luis Diaz, Saka, and Semenyo. And then striker Haaland, Solanke, Wood. On the bench you have Wood, Rogers, Pinnock, and Greaves.
Yeah, pretty good side. Pretty
Yeah,
good
again,
side.
A solid bench.
Yeah, the bench
Yeah.
is also very good too. They're a good rotation team there.
Yeah, so this is what I'll be moving forward with. If you want to copy it, it's up to you
Hold
guys.
on. Take a picture.
Take a picture. You know what you have to do. But this is the squad moving forward. I'll probably try to hold this team for at least 4 weeks. Get some subs in. Potentially, I don't know, get rid of Luis Diaz at some point because they don't have fixtures coming up, and then with Champions League. Probably keep Trent for the rest of the season. The only issue I have is that Bradley is good, so they might try to rotate Trent out of the team at some point, just so he gets some rest. So I'm a little worried about that, but yeah, for my criteria for a wildcard team is just I need players that are nailed, right? Fellas that you know gonna start, play a lot of minutes, and right now, I think the only risk I have on this team is Diaz and Timbo. Everybody else expected to start. Everybody else on pens, except Semenyo, and yeah, should be straight. I have Rogers in the bench against Ipswich. I don't know if if I should try to get him in there and bench like Wood or something, or even Song. But yeah, no, I don't know yet. But I'll probably just leave it as it is right now because it feels good. But yeah, that's the wildcard team.
Yeah, pretty good team. The one thing, I mean, what I've realized is just having two defenders from the same team. I mean, I know it's Arsenal, but concede one and you clean sheet gone for two
I know.
players.
That's your
I've
risk.
made that mistake, so yeah.
But Chelsea defenders though.
Nah. Chelsea
Is the
keep the clean sheets.
It's the same risk you're taking if you hire Raya as the goalkeeper. So it is what it is.
True.
But you don't really expect your keepers to get any points anyway. So
Yeah.
as long as I don't have no Crystal Palace defenders in my team anymore, I'm excited, bro. That's the worst thing.
And the Sun gave you points last week.
I know,
Yeah.
but
That game against United was so boring, though.
That shit was so boring. Oh my god.
That was such a bad game of football.
But yeah, I mean, SC still looked like he was gonna score, but none of them men
should have scored,
yeah. But yeah, so that's the team. Anything else you want to go to? Or are we wrapping up? We had 50 minutes. What do you think?
I probably just gonna make one change. I'm not sure who I'm gonna bring in yet.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about like what moves y'all want to make this week.
I definitely want to think about an Arsenal player. Um, I'm not gonna get rid of Salah as yet, but
Nah.
eventually I might make that switch to
You gonna
get
pull up your
Arsenal
teams?
players in. I don't know if I have it up.
All right, you have your team ready to go?
No, I could show it. I know what I'm gonna do yet though.
Let's see it, bro. Let's do some brainstorm.
Alright, you gotta stop sharing your screen, boss man. Screen. I think this is it.
All right, so
So this is squad right now.
you're gonna take this into next week.
I might. What happened there?
You still have monies as
Elmini's not starting, dog. He's a bench
so you're
man.
probably on the
But
bench.
But
you have
sure,
no
it's his
thinking.
starting lineup, no?
Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog.
I mean, we could understand what's going on based off of this.
There we go.
Not bad, dog. It's not bad. It's probably
Yeah,
not
no, for
good.
next week is good. It's actually good
Right.
for next week. Yeah, you're good.
All right,
But
see
get
if
points.
I would like to get him Bomo, but I ain't have that kind of money now. So
Yeah.
and
I
I
think
also
if
would like to
you-
get one
Wildcard.
defender.
If you don't have any fires, because your team is solid, like you don't have any fires, you could probably take your team one more week, get that Salah return in versus Wolves, and move forward from there. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the plan. Get rid of Salah and see what I could do after that. And I think what I like, because after the wild card, you still get the same amount of transfers. That changed the season and compared to last season,
You keep you keep your transfers.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll roll something into the next week, or maybe I'll try to get another player. But
if I was you, I'd try to get an Arsenal player in. Just for
boy.
Leicester coverage.
Saka.
How again?
He
can't get
How
Saka.
again?
Oh,
Saka?
again.
How again? Saka? I'd have transfer 2 men to get Saka. I'd have transfer 2 men to get anybody.
If I was you, I would probably get Gabriel in before he price range changes more.
Drop
You have money in
Guardiola.
the bank?
Nah.
Oh, okay. So you can't even go Vadio to Gabriel.
Right. I'd have to do two transfers.
Yeah.
So I don't think it makes sense. I think it makes sense to hold on to the transfer unless there's another player that I see gonna get real points this week, and then wild card the week afterwards.
What about switching out Ahmad for Semenyo? That might be a shout.
He doesn't have enough money.
The same price?
No.
How much
I
is
think-
Semenyo?
Semenyo's
5'6".
5'6".
And you'll probably be 5'7" by the end of this week.
Some prices have one thing in here, but yeah, I'm thinking about
He might. I don't know
wildcard.
yet, but he's 5'6" right now. That's the problem with everybody wildcard in the same week is that the price changes will affect you. Like Diaz was 7'7" and now he's 7'9". So I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. But yeah. I mean, this team you could go on next week and not feel terrible because I mean Watkins is still a kind of a differential because not a lot of people in our league have him. So you'll be straight with Watkins and Rogers. Eze needs to return against Everton. That's my thing, bro. Like he needs to.
It should be the game, man.
Yeah, it should be the game.
If nothing there, that just solidify that wild card next week.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, you have your stuff ready? Or you not?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I did bring in Colwell.
Oh, so you did make a change. Okay.
You have any transfers in your bank?
Huh?
You have any transfers in the bank? Like free
No,
transfers? No.
no. So I mean, I have two Fulham defenders. So I just switch out. What was the guy
Brave,
name?
right?
Baku or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bucko.
Yeah, I just
Brave
got
man.
rid of him, and I brought in Colwell.
I mean, next week's games, this is a solid team. Can't
So
really be
I
mad
wouldn't
with anything.
wildcard yet. I mean, I kept Robinson in the team because I mean he more likely to get an assist.
Yeah,
Henderson against Everton, hopefully, is good.
yeah,
My only thing is Madueke. I don't know if he's gonna start, but
yeah. I mean, you're taking a risk, but if he
yeah,
starts and he scores, I mean, not a lot of
yeah,
people have Madueke, so he's straight.
right. So
But yeah, there's
it's
also a
similar to
team.
Omari. It's a lot of the same players this entire set, and Salah, you know,
And you got Semenyo at
and
5-5.
Henderson.
You got onto Semenyo
Yeah,
early. I remember we had
yeah.
that podcast,
That's the
and
one we had together. Yeah.
and we said that Semenyo was a pick. Yeah,
Yeah, so I brought him on one time, and he
yeah,
has returned. I mean, he has
yeah,
been scoring and assisting.
yeah. He's 5-7 now, so you got that money in the bank. Wow, nice. Let's see it. You're not getting bited by all kind of bugs on thing outside.
Yeah, though I am getting bites up. I mean,
Yeah, we can wrap this up after this. Got 56.
small thing. Yeah, this is what I decided to go with. Oh, you see now?
Is he wildcard?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my
Okay.
wildcard
I
team
like the
as of
Diblin.
right now. Yeah,
I like the
I'm
Diblin.
unsure about Diblin. Yeah, I was thinking they might go Semenyo, but that was like an extra mil.
You said there's a wild card team?
Yeah.
So I brought in Gabriel and
why have three
Diblin.
Southampton players though?
Yeah, that bench looking sus, man. That bench looking real sus.
Because I have Salah, Haaland, and Trent, and Saka.
It's very difficult. It's real difficult to get a strong team to have Haaland, Salah, and Saka. So I mean, if you
and
want to
Trent.
risk not having a bench, this is what you have to play with, bro. You don't really have much to deal with.
Is
But
either
I mean, Diblin
Southampton
hasn't
bench or Ipswich bench. So.
Yeah, I mean, you probably want to go with probably Greaves or who's from United and he's on the team now. I forgot his name. Twan Xavier. Yeah,
I was looking at him.
yeah, he's 4.0. So, but I mean, this is a literally a 4 premium team. You really can't really get a lot, but if these guys return, you're up. Like
that's good.
So I'm not mad at this at all. It's you're taking a risk by going Diblin. He's been returning. He's been looking good. You're kind of putting a lot of confidence into Rogers to start every game.
I would not go Salah, but go Diaz or.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I would have done, just to get a little more funds.
Yeah.
To get an extra midfielder. I mean, you're putting trust
Salah
in
is the
Diblin.
man, though. That's the thing. I don't feel good not having Salah and then watching Liverpool because he could just score a hat trick, bro.
But those penalties. You know how vexed I was when I see Diaz score 2 last week.
But Salah's expected minutes is always like 90, bro.
Yeah.
So
that's
what you're paying for.
Come off early.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a risk, but I mean, this is solid. I would personally try to get some more funds somewhere. Probably not go Trent.
Nah, you had to go Trent though.
If you go in Salah, I personally don't think the money just don't work out to have Salah and Trent. I would probably go Robertson. And get that 1.5 and then turn Diblin, who's 4.5 into the Semenyo or Emil. But that's what I would do because I just can't have. That's a lot of bread to have in Salah and Trent and not have a solid bench.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's how it goes when you're trying to get talent in your team with Haaland and Saka. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right,
Just-
let's wrap up. All right, so
Yeah, good,
next week's
good podcast.
good
Yeah.
podcast. Who play next? Yeah, we went through who play next week, but yeah. All right, fellas.
Yeah, good luck to you on a new game week. Good luck with those wild cards. We'll see how they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving
Yeah,
up the
all right,
table.
we'll
Moving
see.
up the table.
We're moving up the table. Hopefully, Spence get number one. You know, so we have somebody.
Second.
Oh,
He's
Mari,
saying
you
it,
get
not second.
you get number one. So we have somebody in the podcast that actually went in something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so all right, fellas. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.